I'm very, very happy today to be here, and we're very happy to have with us the Honorable Minister in charge of energy, Honorable Kiraitu Murungi, who is here today together with his Assistant Minister, Ambassador Mahmoud Maalim Mohammed, you know him very well. Together the PS for Minister of Energy, Anyoike. We've got also Mr. John Murutu, who is the MD of Kenya Petroleum Refineries, and Mr. Celeste S. Kilinda, who is the MD of Kenya Pipeline. I just want to say that we've experienced some traffic jams in the city of Nairobi. We've been trying to find out why exactly. We know that the fuel shortage has also exacerbated the problem, but the police have told us that it's been a combination of different issues, including that on the first day, on Tuesday, we had a few officers on duty more than the normal number, and then compounded by the rain and a few other issues. But that issue has been already resolved, and you do not expect to see traffic jams of the nature that we saw the last 2 days. So I'd like to welcome the Honorable Minister to give us a short statement, and then after that we'll take your questions. Karibu Waziri.
I've been invited here by our friend Alfred Mutua to come and give you some highlights regarding the fuel crisis that has been experienced in the country in the last 5 days. I want to start on a happy note that although we have under crisis for the last 5 days, this crisis is now coming to an end. We went through extensive consultations in the last 2 days to find out what was happening, and fortunately, whatever bottlenecks were there have now been resolved, and the oil marketing companies who are not picking products from the Kenya Pipeline Company are now doing so. And as we are talking, there are various trucks moving to various petrol stations, and we have been assured that by tomorrow the situation will be normal, and that there is no need for Kenyans to go to fuel their cars or at the same time carrying jerry cans, because there will be fuel tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, so there is no cause for panic. I want to clarify that throughout this period we have had enough diesel in all the petrol stations, so there was no shortage of diesel. Secondly, we have had enough kerosene in the country, so there was no shortage of kerosene. So when you are talking about fuel shortage, what you are talking about is a shortage of super petrol. So we are aware that the supply of super petrol has been constrained, especially in Nairobi, over the last 5 days. Now, the main causes of this shortage of super petrol as follows. Number one, as you know, every month, we conduct auctions in the ministry to determine the imports for the following month. And the person who tenders the lowest is the one who imports for the entire industry. So the company that had won the tender for March 2011 did not supply enough super within their consignment. Their consignment fell short by 7 million liters. And then the other problem we had was with the Kenya Petroleum Refineries. As you know, our refinery is a very old refinery. It's over 30 years old. Really aged, using was almost obsolete technology, and experiences frequent breakdowns. We had expected in the month of April to receive 80 million liters of super from the refinery. But even as we are talking today, we have not received a drop of that expected 80 million liters. We have been trying to find out what happened at the refinery, and we have been informed that the refinery was actually shut down. The refinery is supplied with electricity from Kiambere, and there was a technical hitch at the Kiambere Power Dam, and therefore parts of the coast province, including where the refinery is, experienced a blackout about a week or so ago. And as a result of that blackout, the refinery shut its operations, and it takes some time because the vapors they are condensed into water, and because of the technology there is no way of drying the machines. They have to wait for natural drying system, and I think it took about a week, so they were not able to process the super that we expected from them. In April 2011, through the industry tender, which again comes from the open tender system in the ministry, we imported 29 million litres of super. These 29 million litres arrived 5 days later than they were expected to arrive. We expected them on 22nd of April, but they arrived on 27th of April. So the ship discharged on 27th and 28th of April. And then 29th, I think, which was on a Friday, was spent is inspecting both the quality and the quantity, of that product. And then because of the system that you operate in the Kenya pipeline, you cannot remove the products from the Kenya pipeline until first you pay the financiers who financed the import, and secondly, you are also to pay KRA as taxes. Now that and to be done between Saturday and Monday. And then, as you know, Monday was a public holiday, and therefore it was not paid for, and consequently the Kenya Pipeline Corporation could not release it. So the releases, the payments were then done on Tuesday, and the releases started being done immediately thereafter. We met with the oil marketers yesterday. We also talked to KRI to speed up the payments, and I'm happy to report that this cargo is now being discharged into the market, and that is why we are saying by tomorrow we expect the entire crisis to be over and these products to be in our various petrol stations.